Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to the Eagles Nest. My name is Jasmine Charles, and I will be your play-by-play commentator here for today's game. We have an exciting one for you today as the Life University Lady Running Eagles are going to take on Southeastern University. Southeastern entering into today's game is 7-2 overall, while Life is entering today's game 5-3, coming off of a big conference win this past weekend against Blue Mountain Christian University. So let's go ahead and get into the starting lineups. Starting today for Southeastern, number 0, Casey Lynn Krebs. Number 2, Anaya Coleman. Number 4, Maya Herman. Number 5, Grace Field. And number 13, Jody Mullins. And starting today for Life University, graduate guard from Stafford, Virginia, number 2, Micaiah Simmons. Junior forward from Thompson, Georgia, number 6, Kenya Robinson. Senior forward from Beaufort, Georgia, number 14, Sarah Vitti. Freshman guard from Moreno Valley, California, number 23, Anaya Offit. And senior guard from Augusta, Georgia, number 25, Brianna Sims. Head coach for Southeastern, Joshua Everson. And head coach for Life University, Ashanti Hawkins. And we are going to go right into honoring our own graduate guard, Micaiah Simmons, who last game scored her 1,000th point. Congratulations to number 2, Micaiah Simmons, as she's been a starting guard for Coach Hawkins here the past few years and one of the leading scorers of the team. And just a phenomenal accomplishment and a big milestone for her. Excited to see her get that as her team celebrates her right before the tip of the game. Just to give you all just a little bit of background on Southeastern, as I mentioned earlier, they are entering today's game 7-2. Last season, finishing 22-8 and making it to the first round of the NAIA National Tournament, where they lost there, but had a phenomenal season. Right now, between the two, there is a little bit of a 9-point margin difference between Southeastern and Life University. Southeastern scoring about 73 points per game, where Life University about 62 points per game. So about 11-point margin there, and Life University will get the tip here, and Southeastern is going to start out in a 3-2 zone. Ball is over to Sims, who takes the mid-range, and she's going to knock down the first 2 points of the game here today. And Life resorting to their very well-known full-court press defense right after the make. A little high-low action there from Krebs to Field, and Field lays it in for 2 for the first points for Southeastern. Ball is going to get tipped, and Vitti able to come up with it there. Skip pass from Simmons to Sims. Sims driving baseline, trying to kick it out, or covers it. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Ball over to Vitti for 3, and that one looked like it got tipped. Ball's going to remain at Life University basketball underneath. 4 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Sims tries to get the ball into Robinson, and a little bit fumbling there, and the ball's going to go out of bounds on Life. So Southeastern getting the ball right back. Coleman with the ball up top. Gets it over to Herman. Herman handoff, a little weave action. Ball finally goes inbound to the high post to Field, and a nice handoff for the back cut there for Coleman, who lays it in for 2. Simmons finds Sims in the corner. One dribble pull-up on the baseline, no good. Vitti crashing in hard for the offensive rebound, but it's going to go off of her, and Southeastern getting the ball right back. Coleman getting a little pressure from off it, full court. Coleman up top to Herman. Herman now feeling the pressure from Simmons. And somehow she finds a loophole and gets through, but misses that layup. Simmons really pushing the tempo here in transition. Finds off it, and she knocks down the first triple of the game. And Life now going back into their half-court man-to-man, pulling out of that full-court pressure. A lot of ball pressure there from Sims, but it's going to resort into a foul early here. And entering into the game now, number 11, Cassidy Jones. Jones going to pull it up top. Swings it over to Coleman on the right wing. Coleman looking to attack baseline against Simmons. Skips it out. Ball gets reversed over to Herman. 5 on the shot clock. And a strong attack there by Mullins, but taken away by Sims. Sims now attacking the gap. Goes up and gets the and one. Little off balance there, but she was able to get that one to fall and draw the foul, and that foul is going to be on number 11, Cassidy Jones. And that's going to send number 25, Brianna Sims, to the free throw line for one, to complete the three-point play. And Brianna Sims knocking down that free throw with ease. 6-4, Life now, 7-4, Life now in the lead by 3. Coleman with the ball, and she's going to fire away for 3. Tipped by Simmons. Off it now, pushing transition, tries to find Simmons and leads her a little too far out. And that's going to be a turnover for Life. Ball inside. It's number 5, Grace Field, and she draws the foul, and that foul is going to be on number 6, Kenya Robinson. And quick subs coming in now with number 32, Rose Redonda Sorribes. Number 13 back into the ball game. Excuse me, that's number 23, Allie Haas. And first free throw is good for Field. And also into the ball game for Life University, number 24, Casey Scott. And number 1, Dionise Hurtado. Simmons attacking baseline for the pull-up. It gets blocked. And also into the ballgame, number 21, Ariana Smuda. DeMorris up for the mid-range, and that one's no good. Sims pushing in transition, going to slow it down, hands it to Scott. Scott swinging it at Hurtado. Skip pass, Hurtado for 3, and that one way off the mark, but who's there on the backside for the offensive rebound? None other than Kenya Robinson, who had a phenomenal game this past weekend. with 16 rebounds, as she's averaging a double-double right now for the season with 10 points and 11.5 rebounds a game. Smuda gets it over to Soribas, back inside to Smuda, and she loses the dribble, and Sims comes up with the steal. Another steal here for Sims. Hurtado almost got trapped there in the corner, gets it back out to Simmons. Simmons going through the gap, and ball now is stolen as Sims tried to get the ball back up top. And that bucket scored by number 42, Courtney DeMorris. And now Southeastern going into a very high extended 2-3. Guard's looking to trap as soon as the guard crosses half court, but Robinson ducking in way below the back line of that defense. Simmons finding her, and she's able to lay that one in for two. And another steal here from Simmons. And unfortunately, she missed that one in the fast break situation, but great anticipation there by Micaiah Simmons. Ball inside to Smuda. Smuda going all the way around and couldn't lay that one in for two. Skip pass over to Sims from Hurtado. Sims looking to attack baseline, but cut off. High post pass to Scott. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Sims attacking the gap for the mid-range pull-up, and she gets that one to fall for two. 13-7. Life still in the lead here by 6. Ball up top to Haas, and she lets it fly, and that one's no good. Defensive rebound, Robinson. Hurtado now pushing in transition. She looks to attack the gap, but stolen away by Jones. Nice hands there by Jones as she was in the help side. And we're going to have a travel on Soribas as she was looking to attack and go past. And into the ball game, number 2, Anaya Coleman, and number 4, Maya Herman. And number 5, Grace Field. And also in for Life University, number 10, Kia Vaughn. And number 22, Brianna Pope. And we have a media timeout. 13-7, Life University in the lead here by 6. So far, both teams with no three-pointers made here in the first quarter. Southeastern averaging about 7 three-pointers made per game, about 33% behind the arc. And a little different story for Life University, as they only average about 2.5 three-pointers made per game. They really get a lot of their buckets from inside out and attacking through the gaps, as you've seen Brianna Sims do early here in the first quarter. A little bit of full court pressure here by Herman on Vaughn. Vaughn gets it up the court. High post entry pass to Scott. Scott back out to Sims. Sims firing away. And that one's short. Offensive rebound, this time by Kia Vaughn. Chloe Vaughn. Another offensive rebound, this time by Brianna Pope. And unfortunately, on that last rebound, she steps out of bounds. Coleman gets the ball over to DeMorris on the right wing. DeMorris pump fake. He's going to bring it back up top, swings it to Field, back over to Coleman. 10 on the shot clock. Coleman going to work on Vaughn. Floater, and she gets it. Vaughn trying to push the tempo and get the ball up top to Hurtado, and she just throws it out. And back into the ball game, number 23, Anaya Offit, and number 2, Micaiah Simmons. And also back in number 13, Jody Mullins for Southeastern. Ball, high post entry pass to Mullins, coming off of the high ball screen action. Ball is going to get skipped out to number 23, Haas, and she lets it fly, and that one's no good. Simmons over to Sims, swings it to Offit, short corner shot, no good. But an offensive rebound by Scott, but unfortunately, Field coming up with it. We're going to have a jump ball as Brianna Sims doing a great job of just having active hands here on the defensive end, already tying that ball up there in the transition. But already with 2 steals so far here in the first quarter. Mullins with the ball on the left wing, looking to attack. And she gets down the lane and is fouled. Strong attack there by number 13, Jody Mullins. Put her head down and was able to get all the way to the basket. Now she's going to go to the free throw line for 2. And she knocks down the first free throw, and that foul was on number 25, Brianna Sims. Two for 2 for Mullins. Back into the ball game, number 14, Sarah Vitti. One minute left to go here in the first quarter. Scott, floater, baseline, and she gets it. Mullins with the ball in left wing, looking to attack again, and this time she's going to get called for a carry. That's going to be the 5th turnover on Southeastern. Simmons over to Vitti, back up top to Simmons. Simmons attacking through the gaps. Nice pull-up jumper, but no good. And Scott there for the offensive rebound, but knocked out by Field. So it's going to remain live basketball underneath. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Ball inbound to the Vitti, out to Scott. Up top to Simmons. Simmons attacking through that gap again, and this time is going to be a reaching foul called on the floor, and that's going to be on number 4, Maya Herman. And almost a turnover there from Simmons, but it got tipped out. 17 seconds on the shot clock. 21.5 left on the game clock for the first quarter. Scott, high post pass to Pope. Pope looking to go to work. And she does a nice drop step back baseline and gets that one to fall for 2. 7 on the clock. Coleman now looking to attack. Jump stop floater. No good, and a strong defensive rebound there for Life. 17-11. Life still in the lead here by 6. And a very active first quarter there for both teams. The main difference in that first quarter was that Life was able to get 7 more field goal shot attempts than Southeastern in that first quarter. Southeastern only 4 of 11 there. Life University 8 of 18 just in the first quarter alone. I would say both teams probably need to do a little better job of turnovers here, as Southeastern with 5 turnovers so far in the first quarter, Life University with 6. Southeastern averaging about 13 steals a game, and most of the turnovers that they forced on Life have just been Life making bad passes. So although they have not converted into fast break points, they have allowed more possessions for them as well in that first quarter. Life gets the ball inside and gets the ball inside to Kenya Robinson, who goes up, and she's going to get fouled. And that foul is going to be on number 5, Grace Field. Robinson now going to the line for 2. And 0 for 2 there from Robinson, but an offensive rebound from Scott, as it was tipped to her from Vitti. Southeastern staying in this extended zone, allowing Life to just penetrate through the gaps for kickouts. 5 on the shot clock. Scott, and Casey Scott now with the strong attack, getting the and 1. And that foul's on number 13, Jody Mullins. Scott not able to convert the three-point play, but another offensive rebound, this time by Vitti. Robinson, strong attack baseline, and she able to convert for 2, and we got a timeout called on the floor for Southeastern, as Life University going on a 4-0 run there to start the second quarter. Life University so far 8 offensive rebounds for them here in the game, and that has been the difference maker in helping them get the lead and extend the lead here in the first half. As they have 8 second chance points in the game so far. And the shocking fact and the shocking statistic about all this is that Southeastern is known to average over 8 offensive rebounds a game as well, and so far with 0 here so far in the game. Herman with the ball up top. Gets it inside the field. Field looking to go to work on Vitti, but no good. That layup left short. Now Scott pushing in transition. Gets it out to Simmons. Simmons drives baseline, kicks it off it for 3. That one way off the mark, but another offensive rebound by Vitti. High post pass to Robinson. Back out to Scott, 6 on the shot clock. Scott attacking the gap. Skip to Simmons. Over to Offit. Offit has to let it go up. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. Great defensive possession there by Southeastern. Making Life put the ball on the floor, make the extra pass. Great on the closeouts and forcing a shot clock violation on that possession. Coleman looking to attack downhill, gets it out to Mullins. Mullins on the attack, kick out Herman for 3. That one off. Offensive rebound, and there's the first offensive rebound for Southeastern. This one by Coleman. Ball out to Jones. 10 on the shot clock. Ball goes inside the field. Field trying to power through Robinson, and she can't, but another offensive rebound by Coleman. And she's able to lay that one in for 2. Simmons, mid-range pull-up, no good. Coleman over to Jones. Inside the field, reverse. And she couldn't get that one to fall. Scott finds Simmons in transition on the left corner. Ball goes inside to Robinson. Robinson trying to go all the way, and Kenya Robinson with another and 1 here. That foul's going to be on number 5, Grace Field. And that'll be her second. And Robinson now at the line to shoot 1 to convert this to a 3-point play. Into the ballgame, number 42, Courtney DeMorris. And Robinson not able to convert that. And we have a foul on that offensive rebound on number 24, Casey Scott. And also into the ballgame for Life, number 22, Brianna Pope. Coleman over to Herman. Herman, jump stop floater, and she gets the roll in. 23-15. Life still leading here by 8 now. Simmons, nice move, but she could not finish that. Great change of pace there for Simmons. Nice move, but she just has to lay that one in a little softer to get that 2. Coleman for 3, and she gets fouled. And that foul's going to be on number 2, Micaiah Simmons. Showing a little bit of frustration right now as she's making great moves to the basket, taking nice open shots. So I think she's just a little frustrated. Her shot's not falling right now. So I know Coach Hawkins is just going to talk to her, tell her to calm down a little bit. And into the ball game for Southeastern, number 21, Ariana Smuda, and number 23, Allie Haas. Coleman able to knock down that first free throw. And 2 of 3 for Coleman. got a foul now on the floor on number 2, Anaya Coleman. Life's going to take the ball out of bounds on the side. And they're just going to adjust the shot clock to 24. And back into the ballgame, number 6, Kenya Robinson. A little bit of just adjusting the clock there. And a quick steal there by Herman. She just jumps and takes the inbound pass away. And that's going to lead into a quick transition bucket there for Coleman for 2. And it should be 19-23. And strong defensive rebound there by Smuda. Coleman over to Haas, but blocked by Scott. 15 on the shot clock. Coleman looking to attack, and she's going to get tripped up here near the free throw line area, and that's going to be on number 22, Brianna Pope. And back into the game, number 1, Dionise Hurtado. Ball inbounded to Smuda, hand off to Herman. Herman for 2, no good, and Simmons having to knock the ball away, but goes out of bounds on Haas. So it's going to be Life basketball. And Herman almost getting another steal there on the inbound. Great active hands there by Herman. Hurtado for 3. That one off the mark. And that one's going to go out of bounds. Quick possession there for Life University. (23-19). Life still up only by 4 now, as Southeastern has definitely cut that lead in half. Coleman out to Herman. Herman now looking to attack the gap. Out to Haas. Into Smuda. And Smuda's going to get called for a travel. Scott's just going to bring it all the way down. Coast to coast. Casey Scott, coast to coast. No one picked her up on Southeastern, and she just went up strong against Smuda and just lays it in for 2 with her left. Herman with the ball on the right wing. Attacking baseline. And she goes up for the reverse. That one rimming in and out. Another offensive rebound by Coleman. And she gets it back and goes up. And Anaya Coleman coming to work here in the second quarter. 11 points so far for her today. And a trap, almost a turnover there, but Brianna Pope able to recover it for Life. And that's going to turn into a turnover as Pope trying to attack, and then she travels. And into the ballgame, number 25, Brianna Sims. Coleman over to Haas. Haas to DeMorris. DeMorris driving baseline. And we got a charge. Micaiah Simmons stepping in on the help side. Really selling that one with the yell, but definitely was in position there and was able to get the possession back for her team. Life University having to do better with their passes right now. Southeastern, really active hands, and Life making some soft lob passes, and those are going to lead into more steals and turnovers for them if they're not careful. And a strong shot there, but a miss for Life. Coleman over to Haas, swings it to Herman. Herman looking to attack, gets cut off by Simmons. Smuda, hand off to Coleman. 10 on the shot clock. Coleman on the attack. Coleman now drawing the foul. And that foul is going to be on number 6, Kenya Robinson. That'll be her second. Two for two for Coleman. 23-25. Southeastern has now cut that lead from 8 to 2. Really coming out strong here in the second quarter. Sims, mid-range pull-up, and that one's short. Herman gets the ball back up top to Coleman. Coleman having a great second quarter so far. Kick out for 3. That one rims in and out, but Smuda there for the offensive rebound, and she lays that one in for 2. Tied up 25-25. 3 minutes left to go here in the first half, and a quick steal from the back tack from Herman. Ball tried to go inside to Smuda, knocked away by McCorvey. And we're going to have a foul on the floor, and that one's going to be number 23, Allie Haas. And that will be the 5th team foul, so Micaiah Simmons will go to the line to shoot 2. And back in for Southeastern, number 5, Grace Field. And in for Life University, number 23, Anaya Offit. One of 2 from the free throw line there for Simmons. Little elevator action and taken away there from Sims, but ball goes high post entry to Haas. 15 on the shot clock. Over to DeMorris. Five on the shot clock. Herman looking to attack. And she's going to get called for a travel. And Southeastern now going into man-to-man here, as they've been in a extended 3-2 and an extended 2-3 zone much of this first half. Sims coming off the ball screen action. Couldn't get that one to lay in, but she gets the offensive rebound. Kick out to Hurtado for 3. And that one off the mark. Another offensive rebound for Life. Eight on the shot clock. Simmons. And she can't get that one to lay in. Another offensive rebound, this time by McCorvey. And finally, Southeastern able to secure the defensive rebound, but Life not coming up with any points there after 3 offensive rebounds in 1 possession. Ball over to Herman. She attacks, gets the ball down low to Haas. Haas looking to go to work on the block, no good. And Life securing that defensive rebound. Hurtado now pushing in transition. She attacks, and Dionise Hurtado changing speeds there when she got to the 3-point line and able to lay that one in quickly for 2. 28-25, Life now in the lead only by 3. Coleman coming off the double screen action. Simmons sticking with her. And Coleman draws the foul. And that foul's going to be on the number 2, Micaiah Simmons. So Coleman will go to the line for 2. And that'll be the second foul on number 2, Micaiah Simmons. And Coleman misses that first free throw. And 0 for 2. But an offensive rebound from Cerebus, who just entered into the game. And a deep 3 this time by DeMorris. And she's able to cash out from the outside, tying the ball game back up. 28-28, 20 seconds left to go here in the first half, and Life has the opportunity to hold it for one last possession. Simmons on the attack, and that one's going to be short. 5 seconds, but Simmons getting the steal. Short again, tries to go up one more time, and great hustle there from number 2, Micaiah Simmons. But the score will remain tied 28-28 here at the end of the first half. Leading all scorers so far in the first half for Southeastern, number 2, Anaya Coleman with 14 points so far. She's 4 of 7 from the free throw line here today. And then leading so far for Life University, number 6, Kenya Robinson with 8 points and 5 rebounds. Again, she's averaging a double-double so far this season. Ultimately, this game is going to come down to who's going to take care of the basketball. Life University so far with 10 turnovers and Southeastern with 9. A lot of these turnovers have led to points in transition as well as second chance opportunities with the offensive rebounds, which we'll talk about in a moment. So far, Life University has been able to have 8 points off of turnovers, where Southeastern cutting down that lead of 8, where they've had 11 points off of the turnovers so far. And for points in the paint, right now, Life University doing a great job getting downhill, attacking the gaps out of those zones that Southeastern played most of that first quarter and some of the second, with 18 points so far in the paint. And then a big number here is 12 offensive boards for Life University alone just in the first half. And those 12 offensive boards have led to extra possessions. Now, Life has not done the best job of converting those offensive boards into points, as they only have 8 second chance points here so far in the first half. So I'm sure Coach Hawkins will be talking to her team about, you guys are doing a great job of crashing the boards, but now we have to turn those into points. Don't allow all that hard work to go to waste. And I think that Coach Eppertson for Southeastern is definitely going to talk to his team about picking up the defensive tempo, as they've done a great job in that second quarter alone of getting steals and just deflecting a lot of passes, throwing Life University off their rhythm on the offensive end. We have a great second half in store for you guys, and I'll check back in at the start of the half. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half. My name is Jasmine Charles, and let's get this started with Southeastern taking the ball out with the first possession here. Mullins on the attack and starting out the second half strong with an easy 2, and that's going to allow Southeastern to get an early lead here to start the half. Simmons over to Sims. Short corner pass to Robinson. Finds Simmons. Micaiah Simmons struggled a little bit in the first half to get her shot to fall, but still attacking, which is good to see, as she is the leading scorer for Life University. So she has to stay aggressive here in the second half, and a strong strip there from Sims as Mullins tried to drive in for an easy 2. Ball inside to Robinson. And that one rimming in and out as well. Herman, mid-range pull-up, and she's able to get that one to fall. High post entry pass to Vidi. Simmons on the drive, and she's able to find that easy 2 there for her first field goal of the game. Field hand off to Coleman. Up to Krebs. Back to Mullins, and stolen away. Great defense there by Brianna Sims. Sims on the attack, and Brianna Sims going coast to coast, laying that one in for 2, tied back up 32-32. Mullins on the attack, kicks it out to Fields at the high post. Over to Krebs. 10 on the shot clock. Coleman looking to make something happen out to Herman. Swings it to Mullins. Mullins on the attack. And an easy layup as the lane just opened wide up for 2. Simmons over to Offit. High post pass to Robinson. Robinson looking to attack. And great defense there from Krebs. Mullins back out to Krebs for 3. And she connects from behind the arc. Casey Lynn Krebs. We have a timeout here. Southeastern going on a 5-0 run midway through the third quarter. Keep in mind your Lady Running Eagles will return to play this upcoming Saturday, November 30th, after the Thanksgiving break. And they'll take on Talladega College back here at home. And that game will be at 2 p.m. As your men travel away to Kingsport, Tennessee for a tournament, taking on Ave Maria University on Friday at 2:30 p.m. and then follow the next day against Milligan University at 5:15 p.m. looking to get 2 road wins. And Zasia Knight enters the ball game, gets the ball inside to Robinson. And we have a foul call on number 6, Kenya Robinson. Dropped her shoulder a little bit there. And Cassidy Jones taking the charge, getting the possession back for her team. And that's going to be the third personal foul on Robinson. So she has to play smart here for the remainder of the third. Coleman with the ball, looking to attack, and she does, and lays it in for an easy 2. Anaya Coleman doing an excellent job. All points coming from inside the lane here today. 16 points so far. High post entry pass to Scott. Scott finds Sims trailing behind, and Sims getting a nice shooter roll for 2. Coleman refusing the double screen. Nice double cross move right there, and she lays that one in on the left side. Smart read there by number 2, Anaya Coleman, seeing how her defender was trying to force her away from the screen, and she just took what the defense gave her and laid it in for an easy 2. Now Sims on the drive. Brianna Sims stepping up here in the third quarter, and she has a 13. As she's done a great job as well, most of her shots being layups or a couple mid-range jumpers to start the game early. Another 2 there. 43-36, Southeastern starting to pull away here as they have a lead by 7. Simmons, floater, and she knocks it down. Coleman over to Mullins. Mullins inside to Jones to the high post. Ball got knocked out. Jones finds Field on the block. Field going up against Robinson. She couldn't get that one to fall, but hustles after her own rebound. And she ends up knocking the ball out of bounds off of Sims. So Southeastern being able to keep that possession. And we'll go right into a media timeout. 43-38, Southeastern in the lead here by 5. An excellent start for Southeastern here in the third quarter. 7 of 8 from the floor, as only missing 1 field goal so far, and that's what's really helped them get started in as they were tied up at halftime and now regaining the lead here by 5. Number 21, Ariana Smuda checking in for Southeastern, and Herman letting it fly, and that one's going to be short. So they're going to get the ball right back to life. 4 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. And Southeastern trying to go back into that high-intensity zone. Active hands looking to trap in the corners, and as soon as they cross the half court, Offit goes up for the floater, but gets her own rebound. Couldn't finish that. Turnover as Herman goes for it, and she turns it right back over as Simmons coming through the passing lane, and she's going to get fouled, and that foul is going to be on number 4, Maya Herman. So Simmons able to cut this lead down, and she's going to go to the free throw line for 2. that's going to be the second personal foul on number 4, Maya Herman. One or two for Simmons. Cerebus into the ball game, getting trapped, and Brianna Pope almost with a steal for Life University. Morris with the ball up top, 7 on the shot clock. Hands off to Jones. Jones having to do something with it. Nice in and out, and Cassidy Jones gets the layup by the buzzer. Sims to the corner to Offit, floater, and that one's short, but Anaya Offit getting another offensive rebound, finds Pope. And Pope's going to kick it out. Ball almost stolen, but they're going to call a foul. And that's going to be on number 32, Rose Redonda Cerebus. And into the ballgame, number 23, Allie Haas. And Southeastern really keeping the lane open and really trying to take away passing lanes with this extended 2-3 zone as they try to bait you into making the long passes so they can try to deflect and get steals. And right there, they were able to force another turnover against Life. And that'll be the 13th turnover so far of the game. Cerebus almost lost the ball up top, over to DeMorris. Mullins, she's been attacking all game. Mullins getting the and one here. That foul's going to be on number 25, Brianna Sims. Jody Mullins doing an excellent job today, attacking downhill, putting her head down, going strong, as she's 3 from 3 from the field today. And she'll go to the line to complete the three-point play, and she's also 100% from the free throw line as well. 48-39. SCU starting to pull out a lead here, up by 9. And Cerebus almost comes up with a steal. Simmons recovers it, and Life University having to call a timeout to keep the possession. 30-second timeout call by Coach Hawkins. Southeastern known to average about 15, forcing 15. Excuse me, they're normally averaging about 15 turnovers a game, but to combat that, they usually average about 21 points off of the turnovers that they force. And so far today, they have 16 points off of the 13 turnovers that they forced against Life University so far. And that is going to be a major factor that Life has to take into consideration as they continue with the last 2 minutes of the third quarter and also having the fourth quarter, and making sure that they limit their turnovers for the rest of the game. Cerebus getting a little bit of a full court pressure as the ball went backcourt on the inbound. And with this high-intensity defense, really making Life play at a higher offensive speed than what they really need to. Hurtado back up top to Simmons. 8 on the shot clock. Skip past to Simmons, over to Hurtado for 3. And Dionis Hurtado putting a stop to that lead, knocking down that 3, 48-42. Life still trailing by 6. Haas for 3, looking to answer, and that one rimming in and out, but Smuda coming up for the rebound, but she's going to get called for an offensive foul. SEU staying in the full court pressure. And again, really keeping this expanded defense. And Hurtado fumbling the basketball there a little bit, and when she tried to take off, traveled. So another unforced turnover there for Life University. Haas with the ball up top, over to DeMorris, deep 3. And she missed long, but an offensive rebound there by Mullins. And she lays it in for 2. 20 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Ball gets swung to Hurtado, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Simmons now having to attack. Mid-range, and she knocks it down at the end of the buzzer. Life University trailing by 6, 50-44. In that third quarter, Southeastern outscoring Life University by 6, 22-16, as they had a phenomenal start to that quarter, shooting almost 100% from the field. But finished that quarter shooting 71%. Life a little bit more of a hesitant start to that third quarter, but finishing about 53% from the field as well. And Life University will start with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. And Southeastern now going into a man-to-man defense, switching it up. Simmons, and she goes up strong, gets fouled, and that foul's going to be on number 5, Grace Field. Kaya Simmons with a slow start here to scoring for the ball game, but really coming alive here in the second half as she's staying aggressive and getting downhill, getting to the free throw line and starting to knock down a couple mid-range shots as she did to end the third quarter. Simmons, a 66% free throw shooter, so definitely going to be important in this final quarter, and she misses both of those. The ball's going to go out of bounds at number 23, Allie Haas. Ball inbounded to Hurtado into the right corner, inside to Scott. Scott, nice fake. And she couldn't get that hook shot to follow, and we're going to have a foul. And this one's going to be on number 2, Micaiah Simmons. Ball over to Morris, inside to Jones at the high post. Jones up top the field, back to DeMorris. And it's going to be a turnover as she's called for a travel. And another steal. Jones over to DeMorris. Coleman, leading all scorers today, as she's done a great job getting downhill. Out to Jones. Jones inside the field, 10 on the shot clock. And Jones finds a way to get that one in through 2 defenders, sending the lead here by 8. Simmons, mid-range pull-up, no good. Offensive rebound, Brianna Pope, and she's able to lay that one in for 2. Mullins over to Jones. And Southeastern. And it was going to be a turnover on Southeastern, but ref overturned the call, saying Life University touched it last. Ball got tipped out of bounds. We have a travel call on Coleman. And back into the ball game for Life University, number 23, Anaya Offit, and number 6, Kenya Robinson. .15 on the shot clock. Ball inside to Scott. Scott looking to go to work on Jones. And a nice step through, couldn't get that one to fall. Field almost getting a takeaway. Scott, active hands there, and they come up with the steal. Simmons up to Offit. Finds Robinson on the trail. Kenya Robinson knocking down the mid-range jumper. Nice job there, freshman guard Anaya Offit, not to go up after she was not under control. And to find the trailing Robinson behind her. Mullins. Nice floater there for Mullins, and that's going to give her 13. And she's 5 for 5 from the field still today. Ball's going to get deflected out of bounds, but remain Live basketball underneath. 14 on the shot clock. Ball inbounded to Scott on the block. Scott. And she's able to lay that one in for 2. Nice hook shot there to the middle from Casey Scott. Coleman going coast to coast. No foul call there. A lot of body action from both offense and defense. And another floater here from Mullins, who's still 100% from the floor today. Simmons finds Sims in transition, mid-range. Jumper, no good, but an offensive rebound by Robinson. Robinson won't go to the free throw line. They'll take it out underneath. And Offit able to put in the easy 2. 52-56. Life now cut that lead down to 4. 5.5 left to go here in the ball game. Great job there by Kenya Robinson, just walling up and not fouling the attacking Coleman as she was going downhill. Sims now on the attack. Couldn't get that one to fall. Smuda with a defensive rebound. Ball inside to Smuda. And that one's short, but gets her own offensive rebound. And she's able to lay that one in for 2. And Southeastern has their lineup back in, looking to go for steals here, but a nice find to Robinson from Casey Scott as she attacked the gap there. Life still trailing by 4, 58-54. Coleman on the attack, and she's going to get fouled. And that foul is going to be on number 23, Anaya Offit. And after the media timeout, Coleman will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. A much better start to the fourth quarter for Life University, 5 of 10 for the floor. As they are in the lead with 2 extra points compared to the scoring to Southeastern. So Life leading the way 10-8 just in scoring here in the fourth quarter. Both teams still struggling from the turnovers. And it's going to be quite interesting for this last 4:34 what Southeastern is going to do on the defensive end, as they have been switching up their defensive strategy throughout the entire ball game, really going from an intensified zone where they're attacking and getting traps, whether it's in the corner or as soon as they cross the half court. And they've also gone to man, and I feel like Life was able to do a better job against their man-to-man, and that's really what's allowed them to score. But also in the first half alone, Life did an excellent job of attacking the gaps when Southeastern was in that extended zone, and I feel like they got away from that just a little bit there in the third quarter. So I'm sure Coach Hawkins is just reminding them to stay in what they've been taught. Keep in mind what's worked and what hasn't, to allow them to come back from this 4-point deficit. Another element that Life has to make sure that they turn around here in the fourth quarter is going to be their free throw shooting percentage, as they are 3 of 11 so far here throughout the game. And both free throws made there from Coleman, as they are 10 of 14 so far in today's game as a team. And Southeastern going back into that extended 2-3 zone, as I mentioned earlier. And Life has to attack the gaps. can't just throw skip passes, can't throw the long passes. They're doing a great job of just being there in the passing lanes. But the other positive thing for Life to consider is that in zones, it's a lot harder to secure defensive rebounds. They must crash the offensive boards, but a big three there from DeMorris. That's Coleman finding DeMorris on the opposite side, and she cashes out from behind the arc. 63-54, SEU now up 9. Again, active hands from this SEU defense. And another steal as Herman got a piece on it. Now Mullins, a little give and go action. And Mullins laying it in for 2. Southeastern now up 11. Still plenty of time for Life to come back and chip away at this lead. Hurtado inside to Sims, mid-range, and that one's off the mark. DeMorris with a defensive rebound, and Coach Epperson will call a timeout, 30-second timeout, to allow his team to have that possession. Coleman on the attack, skips out to Mullins. Mullins pump fake. She skips it out to Herman. Herman now on the attack. Jump stop, pull up. Nice shot there by Maya Herman. Hurtado, high post pass to Sims. Sims looking inside to Pope. The Pope's going to set the screen, try to get the roll, gets the ball inside the Pope. Almost stolen away. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's going to be possession Southeastern. And back into the ballgame, number 6, Kenya Robinson. And a steal from Scott as she ran through the passing lane. Casey Scott all the way up, but couldn't finish. Two minutes to go here in the ball game. And Life University trying to pick up their defensive intensity in the half-court man-to-man. They've already gotten one steal. And they're going to force a turnover here on this possession as well. And back into the ballgame, number 23, Anaya Offit. And number 23, Allie Haas. Sims with the ball on the right wing. They finally get the ball inside to Robinson, and she loses it. Field now on the run. Finds Coleman. Coleman's going to slow it down, try to use the clock. Coleman kicks out the field over to Herman for 3. That one's short. The Field crashing in. Few offensive rebounds there, and SU not able to come up with it. Robinson securing that defensive rebound. Sims now on the run, and she's able to secure a foul here. And Offit having to come out of the game here. Looks like had a little bit of an injury on that last possession. Can't tell if it's her ankle or knee, but Sims at the line knocking down that first free throw. Two for Brianna Sims. 67-56, and 1 minute and 11 seconds to go here in the ball game. Herman on the attack. Out to Mullins. And Haas is going to slow it down. Try to run some time off the clock, and Simmons going to get a reach-in foul. And that's only the third team foul, so not a bonus yet for Southeastern. 56 seconds left to go. Mullins on the drive, floater, and that'll be her first miss of the game as that floater is off. 30 seconds left to go. Sims on the push. Brianna Sims, mid-range, no good. Gets her own offensive rebound, and she gets the and one. Great hustle here from number 25, Brianna Sims, as she's played nonstop the entire ball game and not letting up. That was low. And Sims missing that free throw. And we're going to have a timeout called for Southeastern. 25 seconds left to go here. Ball inbounded the field, hand off to Coleman. Coleman looks to attack, comes to a jump stop, and immediately fouled by McCorvey. Again, Southeastern will take the ball out underneath, 22 seconds. And into the ball game will be number 10, Chloe Vaughn. Herman's going to pull the ball out. Shot clock is off. Mullins able to hold it for the entire rest, and she gets it over to Coleman. And that's going to be your ball game, ladies and gentlemen, 67-58. Southeastern coming back from an 8-point deficit, tying it up at half and pulling away early in the third quarter and keeping that lead in the second half. Leading scorers tonight, number 2, Anaya Coleman with 20 points. followed by number 13, Jody Mullins, 17 points, 7 of 8 from the field tonight, 3 of 3 at the free throw line. And then for Life University, leading the way for them, number 25, Brianna Sims, with 17 points. Really played her butt off today. And then followed closely by number 6, Kenya Robinson, 12 points, 7 rebounds, almost a double-double here again for her today. Thank you all so much for joining us. I hope that you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And your Lady Running Eagles will be back on Saturday, November 30th, back here at the Eagles Nest for their next game. As always, it's a joy to be here with you guys. My name is Jasmine Charles, and hope you all have a safe and wonderful holiday break.